Here we see Pappas coming in.
That was all routine on the Brumos car. Driver change.
Colin Braun.
All a routine stop here at the 58. Donahue in, just got his drink bottle in. He's down and away. Arvelin comes down pit road at the same time. Meanwhile, the 75 is in. Colin Braun will be taking over from Pappas. We'll go look at this car and see if we can see damage. Right side is clean. Don't see any damage on the front. But the contact was on the left rear. Meanwhile, getting him in, Colin Braun in. Fuel is done, tires are done, so they're just waiting on the driver change right now. And looking down the left side of this car, just barely a tire mark. That's all it takes when you're on the...
Here we see the 99 car, though. He's about to put a lap on Colin Braun. Can Colin Braun get up to speed?
No. Can he block? Yes.
That could be critical. Can Colin Braun keep the leaders behind him in these next few critical corners? Colin Braun, cold tires, no tire pressure.
And it's sliding as a result. You saw the back end kick out there. Here's the prey right up here, turn 5.
Watch Dial, though. Watch Dial.
Oh, look at Braun struggling with grip.
And that could have flat spotted the left front tire. Shoot. He was trying so hard not to let those guys get by.
Exactly, Dorsey. He was really pushing hard. He went to defend, went to the outside, tried to carry speed through the corner. The grip just wasn't there yet.
You know, in the old days of road racing, you would have to do that because you'd never get your lap back. But now, remember, if a caution comes out, he'll be the car that gets the lucky dog. He comes around. You don't have to fight quite as hard now.
Yeah, also remember, guys, the 99 and the 11 are going to have to make a stop, so they've not been in yet. Colin Braun's going to get that position back when those cars come to pit road.
Well, he feels as though he's been a little hard done by this year in terms of the officiating. He's felt as though there's been some rules for others and rules for him. He is out to succeed this weekend, as Fittipaldi is as well, looking to make a move on Colin Braun. Does it stick? Yeah, but he goes wide. Colin over and under.
That's
Classic.
the double pass. Classic double pass, Calvin. Got in with too much speed, made the pass with that much speed, but couldn't keep the car stuck down.
What a great little racer Colin Braun is, and he has a fast race car. He wants to make hay right now. He's got a lot of work to do. Currently running down just inside the top 10.
Let's have a look at a replay of Colin Braun, Bill Auberlen. Braun on the inside.
Well, he definitely had the pass made, but you know, when he came up the corner, he said, no, I'm going to make sure that you don't come back around. Yeah, they got together, Cal.
Well, Colin Braun is also trying to learn. Remember, Miami Homestead, he got a penalty, a drive-through penalty for trying to get out of the way when he got himself into one of those situations. He and Jeff Hazel, the Chrome Racing team manager, sat down with Mark Grafhoff and he said, I'd rather you rub paint with these guys and try and get through the corner than trying to get out of it and spin someone out. If you spin someone out, I have no option but to penalize you.
Folks, and it's been crazy times over the last 2 laps while we're away, particularly for this car here, the 75 Chrome Racing Pontiac of Colin Braun. Here's the first time. Take a look at this. This is Mamo Gidley in the Doran, and there's a close shave there. Colin goes round the outside coming out of the hairpin.
That's very dicey to go around the car when it's coming out of the ditch like that.
This is on board with Braun. Watch how close this is. Whoa, 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 hangs onto it. Gidley maintains his position. Fittipaldi caught up, got by him, and Colin Braun didn't like it, said, I'm coming back through, Christian.
Christian gives him a bump. Now watch this. Christian in the dirty part of the racetrack gets on the throttle too hard. Frustration there, no doubt about it.
And laughing his head off the whole way was Mamo Gidley.
In fact, Colin Braun just went a little bit faster, so Colin Braun trying to make hay here, currently running 9th, just ran a 21.5, Gurney at a 21.7, and the leaders also dipping into the 21-second range.
One of the most impressive runs is from David Donahue at the moment, who's caught up to this lead trio. Brian, are they good to go on gas to the end?
Yeah, Leah, just checked in with Mike Colucci, who's calling the shots on that team right now, and he said, yeah, we're good to go. And he said something I haven't heard all day. We actually have too much fuel. We're too heavy.
Well, maybe he could probably sell it for a lot of money to one of these other guys, but I think the writing may be on the wall. I think they've given Bergmeister the memo that you, wow, look how loose Auberlen was there, coming off a 9.
Look at the damage to the right rear. Those are the pieces. Watch here. Pieces of the 75 flying off.
Now, Colin did rub the side of Mark Wilkins' car. Was that caused from that or an earlier incident?
I don't think so. I think this may have been an incident we haven't yet seen. And certainly the 23 car is the big question mark right now on their fuel strategy, Chris.
Cal was just listening to Alex Job on the radio. As soon as that yellow came out, he said, change the map setting right now. We're under caution. You got to save as much fuel as possible. Stay on the racetrack.
All right, this will tell us more about Colin Braun. Andretti hairpin. Now, there's damage already there on the back.
Yes,
the damage is already done.
It is.
But they're going to have more right here. See, kind of, yeah, there it was. He scraped the side right along the 6. And it was enough to loosen up that rear body work. And right here, it's going to say, well, I don't need that piece anymore. But it is debris on the track, and it did bring out the caution, the 6th of this event so far.
Where did it come from, though? It wasn't the Ian James slap there. That just kind of helped drag it off a little more. So,
Colin's certainly been in the wars today, trying to get his way back to the front of this pack. They realize that championship is so critical. They're trying to eat into that points lead that the 10 machine had coming into this race.
He's not making many friends today,
well,
though,
the pace that he's had has been incredible, and this helps him enormously. Not only does it help Jörg Bergmeister, it helps Braun massively. Let's take you back and show you what went down between Colin Braun and Ian James.
Oh, boy, I don't think Ian... Boy, they rubbed all the way through that corner, Cal.
They did. Hard racing. I mean, no one's given an inch.
Mark Raffoff, Director of Competition, also has some assistance from Wayne Pollock, Tom Seabold and Curtis Nieswander. So it's not just Raffoff who makes the calls on this. So there's a bit of a brains trust there that they talk to each other and they make a decision on what is deemed, dirty driving, an offensive move, a move that needs to be penalised. So will they be keeping a watchful eye on the teenager? And look out for Colin Braun. He won't hang around for anyone. Gurney's the next one on his shopping list. The boys are behaving themselves.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. There's nothing left now. You just let it all hang out. You can tear the body work up, do anything you want. You got under 7 minutes right now.
That's on a pass for position. That's Jan Magnussen, who is not on the lead lap. Mark Wilkins tucks in behind him.
Look at Colin Braun, looking racy. He doesn't have the same rear downforce on that car. He's going to try and make a move on Alex Gurney, who has a very fast race car as well. Remember, the closer you get to the front, the tougher those passes become.
It's a straight-up fight, Pontiac Riley versus Pontiac Riley.
The one with the clutch problem. Maybe it's better now, or maybe Alex has found a way around it, to work around the problem.
I think it has to be that the driver has adjusted to it. I can't believe that clutch problem would get better as the laps progress. Here he comes. It's his favorite spot. Can he make it stick?
Not this time.
13 cars on the lead lap with under 7 minutes to go. And Ian James, there might be a little bit of retribution here.
They rubbed down in turn 1 just a few laps ago. Is Ian close enough?
He's not, but he might. He's got an opportunity here.
He had to go at him.
Ian's not going to do anything silly, but he doesn't like getting pushed around either. He's been around the block. He's been around long enough to give as good as he gets.
Whoa, Braun gets loose, gets wide. James can take advantage here.
And does it bump twice, 3 times.
I told you, Ian gives as good as he gets.
That was a payback for sure, Calvin.
It was, but I mean, Ian had a run on him there. There was nothing that Colin Braun could really do on the outside, and he got pretty aggressive.
Yeah, and they didn't need to be banging on each other because it was a clean pass. I mean, the mistake was made by Colin Braun.
Talk about that bodywork torn up. That may be affecting his entry speed to some of these corners. He'll be frustrated.
Watch turn 11. Watch turn 11. Brown's going to go for it. He's not close enough.
Gets in here, just gets in too deep, Dorsey. Gets a little loose.
He's in trouble. Cannot pick up the throttle. Ian can. He goes up the inside. Now that's all clean. Now look at this. This is unnecessary roughness here. No need to have to do that.
They were blaming each other there. I think it was just really a racing incident when they initially rubbed. The other one thought the other one was being too aggressive.
Listen.
Well, that's only about 130.
Yeah, it's 140 miles per hour where they're just banging their doors together here. Watch this. Boom.
Colin came over, I think, first.
And then ultimately, Ian gives up and takes the corner, which is what you have to do.